Good evening and welcome to Bedtime Stories. Ooh, my mic sounds nice. One, two. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer, officially checking in. Thank you so much for joining us. As always, I really appreciate you guys. I really do. What I would really appreciate if they stop popping these doggone firecrackers outside. That's what I'd like them to stop doing. I'd love that. But anyway, coming up in our last hour, we do a little thing we call foreplay. Four songs by one of your favorite artists or groups, male or female. Um, and it comes up in our last hour, right here on Bedtime Stories, with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Now, if you are, of course, watching us on Facebook, I forgot to set up the Facebook account, right? Okay, now I should be on now. Okay, all right, cool. All right, there we go. So if you don't hear me for a while, you know that someone shot some firecrackers into my window. All right. Anyway, let's kick it off with Al Jarreau. This is After All on Bedtime Stories. Good Lord. Ugh. Where is everybody? Probably popping firecrackers as well. Yeah. Mm. Hey, Trish. There she is. Hey, Tweet. Jerome. In my heart. In my heart. Jerome. Chiffon. Lady G. Happy 15 days after Juneteenth Day. Right on, right on. Don't you know? Don't you know? Too long. The hardest working man in radio land. Why, thank you, Chiffon. I appreciate that. I received that. Thank you. Somebody sent me some barbecue. Yeah. Matter of fact, my sister cooked. Sister Angie. Yep. She said, I didn't get all this food for nothing, Alonzo Phillip. I went, okay. I'm about to go to sleep. I worked all day. Sitting at home talking on the phone to me is not working. But I understand. I understand. Yep. I guess working is working, right? Whether you leave the house or stay in the house. Mm-hmm. David Sanborn. Mm-hmm. Been round before, but this feels so good. Feels so good. Mhm. 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 Yeah, I like that. Can you all hear that? Let me turn the music down so you all can. That's how sensitive this mic is, first of all. And that's how close they are. You hear that? Yeah, happy 4th of July to you too. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories. The show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. This young lady, she started out her career singing with the group Zap. She had several big hits. And then she went back to our gospel roots, where she had no hits after that. But she did a lot of plays and background singing and everything else. Talking about the very fine Shirley Murdoch. This is As We Lay, produced by Roger, right here on Bedtime Stories. Mm-mm. So yeah, y'all hear that noise out there? Yeah, boom to you too. Boom, boom. It's like they're on the front and the back and the side. It's like they're on the side of my building. They're in the front of the building. Like, okay. So, yep. This started, last night? Yep. And continues to go on today because today is the 4th. And the popos don't give a po. They just don't. They don't care. It's like, let them get it out of their system, right? They can only arrest so many people, right? Right. All right. And to make it so bad, the windows are down. So, I mean, either these are some very thin glass windows or they're just really close. Anyway, let me get past that and ask how your day was. That makes absolutely no sense. None whatsoever. And then, of course, they have to do the street sweeping, cleaning, whatever. Ooh, that felt good. Let me do that again. Nope, just one time. Chiffon, what's going on? Trish, where'd you go? Trish? Oh, Trish. Nurse Trish. Boom. As we spent the night away, as we learn. we learn. As we learn. As we lay, or as we get laid. Which one is it? Don't leave me now. Don't leave me.
He's the love doctor. With your prescription, Al Greer, the bedtime stories.
In honor of America, are you playing songs that don't suck? Or will it be the usual crap? Nope, the usual crap. Yep. Yep, the usual crap. Mm-mm. It's the same old crap. From beginning to and in 365 days of the year. It's the same old crap. Her name is Bridget McWilliams. She is the daughter of Paulette McWilliams, who sang behind Luther for years and was also the original voice of Rufus. That is Morning from Bridget McWilliams, right here on Bedtime Stories. If you can actually hear in the background all this noise going on, right? Popping firecrackers. I ain't mad at you guys. I ain't mad at you. I guess if I was bored too, I'd be doing that. Anyway, it's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories. The show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. They are just getting there. Yeah. Ronnie said happy 15 days after Juneteenth, too. So did Lady G. Troy asked, in honor of America, are you playing songs that don't suck, or will it be the usual crap? Well, I guess it'll be the usual crap. Unless Donald Trump sits in this chair. Here's Ronnie Laws, the first of two in a row on Bedtime Stories. Popping firecrackers. Well, actually, those are not firecrackers. That's more than firecrackers. How about M80s and all of that stuff? Oh my good grief. But I know one thing, I'm gonna sleep good tonight. Because by the time I get off the air, they're gonna be worn out. Trust and believe. I saw little kids in like a parking lot, just, the parking lot of Aldi's, right? Popping firecrackers. Now, according to a very close source, most people who are coming into the ERs at most hospitals have missing fingers. One of them, 85-year-old man, got hit in the eye with one. And all he could do was laugh. He said, after 85 years on this earth, and then I get hit with a firecracker in my eye. Yo, 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 Mr. Redmond. I got some speakers for sale, man. $300. So, I mean, it's just crazy out here. Like, in Hammond, it's pretty much, it's legal there because that's where they, buy most of the firecrackers across state lines in Indiana, where there's no tax on cigarettes and stuff. So, yeah. But anyway, Ronnie said it's the same over here. Call me tomorrow. Let's get that cracking. Okay. I certainly will. It's crazy. This is crazy. Just because she dances a go-go, it don't make her a ho-ho. At what point do they run out of firecrackers? Don't they want to save some for next year? Or the next holiday, which is what? We're just about out of holidays, right? Mm-hmm. Supposed to stop by tomorrow, but your people will push it. Well, yeah. Yes, it will go on until this weekend. Yep, it will go on until the weekend. I promise you. Sincere, what's going on, son? I love you too, man. Now, I'd be a real butthole if I called the cops on them, right? Well, what are the cops going to do? Nothing. Not a thing. Not a doggone thing. I'm in Inglewood. This is normal. This is normal, No, they're not going to do anything today. I think if enough people complain, maybe not even then, if enough people complain. Then what? Nope, they won't do a thing. They'll probably just ride right past them. They will ride right past them. Trust me. They'd be like, oh, we're sorry. We got in the way. Yeah. You have to know who's doing it. Yeah, right. This is crazy. Nope, they're not going to do anything. This is crazy. This is absolutely, positively crazy. I remember one year we were sitting in our backyard. This is a long time ago, at least 12 years ago. And they're popping firecrackers behind the garage. It's a little grass back there, Had those firecrackers got a hold of that grass, yeah, would have burnt down the garage. Not one, but two cars. Yeah. So as I sit here doing my show in the back room of my house, apartment, whatever, there's nothing but firecrackers going on during the whole time. Firecrackers. Or that's what I think it is. Can you hear it? Well, let me turn the music down. That's outside. Yeah. Like Ronnie said, the cops will not do anything today. And they may not do anything tomorrow. And they may pop them until the end of the week or until they run out of firecrackers, whichever comes first. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories. The show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. Without the aid of firecrackers. Here's Jeffrey Osborne. Hey, girl. The only thing about it is the majority of my firecracker years was in Mississippi. I never got a chance to do it really in Chicago. Mhm. Mississippi. I'm glad I'm on the second floor, right? I think that kind of slows them down, don't you think? Just a bit. Depending on where they aim. Thank you. Oh, yeah, I needed to hear that. Yeah, okay. I'm going to sleep good tonight. That's all I got to say. If these parents don't stop letting these babies burn themselves up playing with these firecrackers. Once again, it's not the people who are popping the firecrackers that are getting hurt. It's the innocent bystanders that are getting hit. You know, once again, fingers blown off, eyes put out. Yeah. It's the innocent people. They're just walking past, and all of a sudden, boom, you know. Yep. You remember these fools shoot with their eyes closed. Yeah. It's a madhouse in here. I can imagine, Trish. Trish works at a hospital out in Hammond. And she can tell you, exactly what's going on out there. The ER must be packed at this point. You know, people trying to hold on to their fingers. Yep. It's starting to get busy. I could imagine, Trish, that it's starting to get busy. Yep. It's only the beginning. It's the sun just went down, so I guess they think that they're safe because the sun went down. I'm picking up some kind of booming noise in the background. Are you aware of that? Gee, I wonder why, Troy. Woo, excuse me. I have what on my microphone, which is called a processor. What it does is it kind of preamps the mic. It makes the mic sound louder. You know, even though I have this deep voice, it makes it sound even more booming. And it has a meter on it. So I'm looking over at the meter, right? I stop talking and I still see the meters going. I wish I could swing the camera around so you all can hear that. Or see that, rather. All the notes and one-on-one. I have this, what is called a processor on my microphone, right? And every time I talk, the lights go, you know. So when I'm not talking and the firecrackers are going, the lights still, you know, go side to side. You hear that? Anyway, it's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. You hear that? Sounds like it's getting closer. So if you see me duck, you know what's really going on. Thank you to Ray Neal, who was on the air earlier on our station, giving us a little help. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much, nephew. He called me this morning. He said, "Who's on your station right now?" It's like, nobody. Go right ahead. So we trade up. He's on my station. I'm on his station, which is WRLNradio.com. Here's the late, great Minnie Riperton on Bedtime Stories. Here I go again. Sing, Minnie. Ba-da-da. Traveling down. Aye, aye. Aye, aye. Woo. Oh, wow. Very interesting. Mm-mm-mm. With some of the greatest musicians behind her, some of the members of the Crusaders, Minnie Riperton and Come Inside Me. At that point when that song came out, everybody's mind went south, right? Especially the part where she said, "You can come inside me." Everybody's mind went south. Mine went south at first. But I'm like, well, they're playing it on the radio, so it must be okay to play it. You can come inside me. Inside my love, of course. Chapina Butter Brother Dr. Al Greer, this is Bedtime Stories. The show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. The song you hear in the background is The Birthday Boy. He just made, I believe, 75 years old. His name is Stanley Clark. I got some Stanley Clark coming up. But first, a word from our sponsor. And no, not Larry's Firecrackers in Hammond. Grubhub is a proud sponsor of Bedtime Stories here on WOSD Radio DB Chicago, WDLB Indianapolis in Chicago, WRLN Radio, also in Chicago, a radio media station. Chapina Butter Brother Dr. Al Greer, broadcasting live from beautiful downtown Beirut. Anyway, this next gentleman we're about to hear, besides the firecrackers in the background, he started off his career with a group called Return to Forever, along with Al Di Meola, Lenny White, and the great Chick Corea. Happy birthday to Stanley Clark. Here he is with a little help from Howard Hewitt. This is Heaven Sent You on Bedtime Stories. One of the greatest bass players ever. I spoke to Grubhub, and they said the term proud sponsor is incorrect. They prefer to be vaguely aware of Bedtime Stories or Al Greer. Well, that's cool. That's all right. I don't mind. I don't mind. I don't mind. Mm-mm-mm. It is still 85 degrees outside. Maybe that's why. See, it should have rained today instead of on Sunday. Would have washed out the 4th of July altogether. Mm-hmm. Ooh, boy. Pop, 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 pop. I'm almost afraid to look out the window, right? They said when there's a thunderstorm going on outside, not to stand near the window because you might get struck by lightning. Like, really? Struck by lightning? Lightning's going to find you. It's going to come right into your living room window and it's going to get you. Don't talk on the phone while it's thundering and lightning outside. That's an old wives' tale. I mean, what's going to happen? It's going to hit the power line. It's going to go zip and burn your ear off. I don't think there's ever been a case of that happening. Why? Because we have very wise grandparents that said, don't talk on the phone while it's thundering and lightning outside. I'll be back. Ooh! I was back. So I'm looking outside, right? I went to the front of the house, and it looks like the old Comiskey Park. That's what it looked like. Yep. Woo! Boom, boom. Two in a row from Stanley Clark, Fantasy Love and Heaven Sent You, both featuring Howard Hewitt right here on Bedtime Stories. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories, the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest firecrackers of all time. It is your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Stanley Clark was, or it still is, one of the greatest bass players I've ever seen in my whole life. You know, those long fingers just wraps around that guitar that he plays, that bass that he plays. I would hate to be in a room with Stanley Clark Larry Graham and Bootsy Collins, I would just set fire to my own base because I am not worthy to be in the room. I shouldn't even be saying their names. Anyway, Brother Raheem wanted to hear some Johnny Hartman. Brother, you ain't said nothing but a word. Here's the great Johnny Hartman, my one and only love on Bedtime Stories. My one and only love. Yes, I'm still eating. Ah. The very thought of you makes my heart sing. Woo! That's some real music right there. Y'all know nothing about that, boy. Shut up, Troy. That's some real stuff right there. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Yep. Mm-mm. So, Trish, what's happening in your neck of the woods? Um, Seafood fried rice. Seafood fried rice. It's got shrimps in it. Mmm. Cinnamon cake. How did you know what I was eating? Ah, Troy, I don't think she was talking to you. I really don't. She's been all over me like a lampshade for weeks. You're funny. You, sir, are funny. Turn around from the great Johnny Hartman in the wee hours of the morning, and my one and only love. Johnny Hartman just happens to be the uncle to Hermine Hartman, who runs Indigo Magazine or Maga Paper. Yep, we talk about him all the time, and she tells me little tidbits about, she was going to a concert one night, and she said, my uncle said that wasn't real music. He was talking about Jackie Wilson. Like, oh, he's not a real singer. Oh no, Jackie Wilson. Oh no. We have interesting conversations, and she's one of the icons here in Chicago. Her main Hartman, her uncle Johnny Hartman. Your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories with Stanley Clark, the birthday boy, and George Duke. From the album The Clark Duke Project. It's a sweet baby on Bedtime Stories. Some used to share. Woo, Lord. Woo! Dun, 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 bow. Greg Beasley. What's going on, Greg? There was something you sent me. Let me go back to it. Here it is. I read that story with Larry Graham and Bootsy Collins, and I was like, I would feel the same way. If Larry Graham was standing in front of me right now and said, "Yeah, you want to play my bass?" Like, no, I would never play in front of you. Yeah. I wouldn't play in front of him. I wouldn't play in front of Bootsy. And Marcus Miller? Oh, definitely not. No. Oh, no, no, no. Mm-hmm. I told you the story of how I saw Larry Graham at Paisley Park. He's just walking around, just no bodyguards, nobody saying, no autographs. He's just walking around, big old white hat on. He's just walking around. I said, "Excuse me, sir. Anybody ever tell you you look just like Larry Graham?" He said, "Oh, I get that all the time." I'm like, "Oh God, that's Larry Graham! Oh my God, he shook my hand." And I ain't washed my hand the whole time I was at Paisley Park. I went to the bathroom and used my left hand. I swear for God, I'm like, I'm not washing this hand. Or hurry up and get home and play the bass right quick to see if any of it rubbed off on my hand. It was interesting because you guys were just talking about bass players the other night. I know, right? I'm like, damn. And he's at least 6'4", He ain't no shorty like Sly was. Sly was little compared to Larry Graham. He just walking around like do 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 oh, like Larry Graham. I was like, I couldn't believe it. I could not believe it. Have you ever thanked Gene Simmons for inventing the bass guitar? No, but if I ever see Leo Fender, I'll thank him for inventing the electric bass. Yes. Gene Simmons. Gene Simmons of Kiss. Didn't Gene used to kick it with Cher for a while? I think they had the same hairdresser. Oh, Hiram. I miss him, boy, I tell you. Gene Simmons invented the roll-up tongue. Yes, he did. The roll-up tongue. How do you stick your tongue out and play the bass at the same time? I'm like, really? Crazy. Ray Goodman and Brown, a.k.a. The Moments and Sexy Mama, right here on Bedtime Stories. With your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Wait a minute. Okay, never mind. It's still going on out there. It is still the 4th of July, ladies and gentlemen. Hello to Greg Beasley. Thank you for the article you sent me on Larry Graham and Bootsy Collins. It said when Larry met Bootsy, complete with sound effects. Larry said, "Here, play my bass." Bootsy was like, "Oh no, baby bubba, I'm not playing your bass, man." You know bass royalty when you see it. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories with the one and only Isaac Lee Hayes Jr. from the album Chocolate Chip. Come live with me, baby. Come live with me. cities and some smaller towns knew my name. I'm going to do another 7-day fast. I lost 12 pounds on the last one a couple of weeks ago. 12 more pounds lost, and I'll be where I want to be weight wise. That's cool. I want to get down to an even 180. Right now I'm at like 210, but I might do the fast thing. I don't know. I mean, I'm not grossly overweight. It's just mostly my stomach and stuff from, I was working out steadily like every other, well, 3 times a week. And then all of a sudden my schedule changed and I wasn't able to, I was paying my membership faithfully at Planet Fitness, going to the one out in Lansing. And unfortunately, I was doing so well. 210 is not a bad weight for your height. Okay. Well, 210 is cool, but 180 solid, I know I'm not going to get too solid at my age. Then again, my metabolism isn't like my father's was, when he was, at the age that I am now, he was already an old man. So I thank goodness that I, didn't take the old man gene from him. So, plus I hang out with a lot of young people, so I think that keeps me young. Yep, that keeps me young. I'll never let you down. Come live with me. $210. Yep. The moon is a weird red color again tonight. I blame rap music. Yeah, right. The dreaded rap music, yes. Noxzema and I as a matter of fact, Greg, I use Noxzema every day. Every day. That's something that I learned from the older guys. They always use Noxzema, and instead of using alcohol after they shaved, they use witch hazel, which pretty much tightens up your skin. So, yeah. So this is the result of Noxzema and witch hazel, and not the other stuff. Although that in tangent with witch hazel may tighten it up even more. Maybe one gets you heard that from a comedian. Might be able to tighten these bags up under my eyes. So they said preparation H gets rid of the bags under your eyes, and monostat that women use on their, monostat will grow your hair back. Monostat, okay. So monostat for the head and some preparation H for the under eyes. But that's not a bad idea. The juice just might help. Oxima and the juice. Mm-mm-mm. That's a good one, though. I got to remember that. Oh, I used to live in the same building with Herb Kent over on 71st and Jeffrey. We got on the elevator one day together, and I said, Herb, what are you doing? You seem to look younger and younger every time I see you. He said, yes, I eat a lot of pussy. They're like, oh, okay. This is my stop, Herb. I'll see you later. It's like, wow. Herb Kent, ladies and gentlemen. So he eats a lot. Oh my. Noxzema. Yeah, that'll ought to do it. And the other stuff, yes, absolutely. Woo! Open up your heart. Woo, boy. Hoof-hearted. Two more kisses to go. Wonder if there's ever been a longer note held on a record like the one on Stay in My Corner. Lovely Day by Bill Withers. But that was mechanically done or, electronically done. So that's the only one I can think of. I love the day a lovely day. But you have to have what is called circular breathing, which is what Marvin Jr. of the Dells had, circular breathing. So he could sing out of his mouth and breathe through his nose and hold the note, for like incredibly long, you know. Yeah. Yeah. So I know. Yeah, it was. Yeah. Could you turn up the fireworks? I wish I could. Wish I could turn them down. Mm-mm. Kisses to go. One more. Two more. Two in a row from the man, Isaac Hayes. Few more kisses to go. Right here on Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Greg Beasley just asked me a musical question. Was there ever another note held longer than the one on the song Stay in My Corner by the Mighty Dells? Well, the only other one that I could think of was Lovely Day, which was the one on Bill Withers' song. And even with that one, I don't know um, if that were, done in the studio or something like that for him to hold that note. Like he ran out of stuff to say and they just said, okay, let's just make him hold that note, right? Well, I'm glad you asked that question. Well, here's that song, recorded right here in Chicago with one of the greatest arrangers of all time from Chicago, Mr. Charles Stepney. These are the Dells and Stay in My Corner on Bedtime Stories. Stay, darling. Miss Hill. La, 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 la. Good evening, Miss Hill. In my corner. Greetings. Hello. Stay. Please. In my corner. You love me, darling, stay. Greg Beasley. Just a kiss from you. Stay. I was thinking there was one with Philip Bailey that was long, but I can't remember the exact song. Uh, the song was Imagination by Earth, Wind, and Fire. You know, not as long as, of course, Marvin Jr.'s note, but yeah. Mm-hmm. Stay. Ooh, ooh, ooh. That's Junior. That's Marvin Jr., boy. Honey, 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 no, no, no. Don't you know, baby? Woo! He's back. Woo, excuse me. I did a pop-up stream. Okay. DJ Reg. The Montclair, he did. Which one? They were named after his astrological sign, which included Earth, Earth, fire, and water. He's like, Earth, fire, and water. No, that doesn't. Nah. So he settled on Earth, wind, and fire. Maurice White, Philip Bailey, Earth, Wind, and Fire. Happy birthday, or belated birthday, I should say, going out to Ralph Johnson, who is the percussionist and now one of the co-lead singers of the group, Earth, Wind, and Fire. What's up to Ronnie? She was cheating on me with DJ Reg, right? And he played a song by the Montclairs. Well, I got one too. This is Make Up for Lost Time, Phil Perry and the Montclairs on Bedtime Stories.
Yes, it does. Weeks turn into months, months turn into years. Through it all, we shed so many tears. Why couldn't we realize
I hate to be outdone. Lost time. Boom, boom. Oh, Phil. Phil Perry, the Montclairs. Make up for lost time right here on Bedtime Stories. The show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. Whew. It is almost time for foreplay, but before we do that, let's hear from our friends over at Grubhub. Ba-da, da, da, dee, dee, da, da, da. Grubhub is a proud sponsor of Bedtime Stories. On WOSD Radio DB Chicago, your home for old school and dusties, WDLB Indianapolis in Chicago, and of course, WRLNradio.com. It is time for foreplay. He hails from Galveston, Texas. He made his home in Los Angeles. He was a part of a gang called the Businessmen. He and his brother Daryl. Yeah, he was a thug. He went to jail for stealing Cadillac hubcaps. While in jail one night, he heard the song "It's Now or Never." Troy will like this one. He heard the song "It's Now or Never" by Elvis Presley and decided to change his life and go into music. With his deep, resonant voice and his command of women, whether he wanted to be or not. He had several nicknames: the Walrus of Love, the Baron of Bedtime Soul, and of course, the Maestro. He made his transition 20 years ago. Barry Eugene Carter White. inside foreplay. One of his last recordings was this one, Staying Power from Barry White. Come on, Daddy. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Woo! That's right. The maestro. Twitch duties are over. Time to attempt to get some sleep with all the fireworks still going on. Good night, everyone. Good night, Ronnie. Once again, thank you. Right back again. Stay in power. Right on. Right. Right on. You didn't say right on, he said right on. Right on. For a while, my dad was saying it too. I guess because I listened to Barry so much. Right on you too. I'm back and I'm free. All right. You made it. You made it. Lost my mind. She ran up out of here. I know that's right. It turned me up. Telling me that go back. Practice. Well, they're still firing up and shooting and stuff around here. So, mm-hmm. He said, "Run up out of there." I know that's right. I feel you. Run for your life. Just be careful. You be careful out there. Run before they ask you to stay. Once I'm with you, I'll never go back. Practice what you preach. Run, Trish, run. Run from the hospital. Run. If you think you can turn me out. I'm still waiting, baby. Doo-doo. Practice. What you preach, practice, get it perfect.
You said, man, you wondering, does he really love me as much as he says he do? Does he really need me and want me as much as he says he do? Maybe I can't sit around you 24 hours a day telling you, baby, I love you and I need you and I want you. But I feel like right now, right at this moment, I should try to clear and make you feel reassured about me. We're not sensitive, very sensitive. Maybe let me tell you something, you know. This is hard as a woman can love a man. A man can love his woman. And baby, believe me, I do love you. Everything I have is you. And I don't like to see you look this way. I don't like to see you feel this way.
Same, Barry. Talk to her.
I want you to be together and know, feel, be sure at all times.
Talk to him. You and me. Well, this is just a matter of time. And it's true, yeah. Girl, I'll always love you. I'll always love Come on, Barry. Y-O-U. Alrighty then. You. Yes, darling, it's true love I found. Like you, so warm, so tender. It's true love. Where else? About you, baby, in my life. Or madness. No more lonely nights. 'Cause you're here. It's true love. Upside down. Mm-mm. Welcome to Beirut. Oh, they're running out of the big stuff now. Now they're firing the little firecrackers. The maestro Barry White, who made his transition 20 years ago on the 4th of July. You turned my whole world around. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. Like Barry, my voice changed at age 14. Yeah. So I can kind of identify with that. I was like, wow. Yours too, huh? Yeah. Woke up one morning, Ma, what's for breakfast? Them grits sure smell good. And one thing led to another. Barry White, Barry Eugene Carter, he was born. She added the white because of her daddy, or his daddy, I should say. It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer, with Mr. Johnny Guitar Watson. I just want to tell you, baby. And when they finish shooting off the firework, they're going to be shooting their guns. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right, sweetheart. Oh, yeah. Thinking about the first time I saw you, boo boo. Yep, they run out of stuff to shoot now. Now it's like pop, 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 pop. Mm-hmm. I wish. Lord, make a mind. Yep, it's gonna be all night thing. Gonna be a man, baby, baby. You ever feel your feet swelling up? Well, that's what it feels like. Feels like they're swelling up. Woo! Mm-hmm. Yep, my feet are swelling up. I'm about to take these socks off and let the tootsies fly free. It ought to be illegal. It ought to be illegal. On love. Come on, Barry Gibb. They still at it. How? And we got nothing. And we got nothing. That's that sound right there. Barbara Streisand, Barry Gibb, guilty, right here on Bedtime Stories with your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is the show designed with the lovers in mind, where we put you to bed, but never to sleep with the greatest love songs of all time. Like I said earlier, I'm going to sleep really good tonight because of all of the firecrackers and stuff. Well, I should say fireworks. They've dwindled down to firecrackers now. Now they're running out of the big stuff. So now it's like, okay, what about these little things right here? Yeah, let's make some noise with these. And then Trish said, well, they're going to start shooting their guns. I'm like, oh, time to get away from the window. Anyway, here's heaven and earth. Guess who's back in town on Bedtime Stories? Ba-da-ba-ba-da. Away. the love we share. To know that you're still around. Wind and rain, all off key. Da-da-da. That you're still around. I want to know. And I want to know, baby, did it sacrifice? Woo! Tell them goodbye. Hey, baby. Hey, baby. Hmm? Okay. I understand. Okay. I understand. Okay. Get some rest. I'm not going nowhere. I'm gonna hit it too. I'm going to bed too. 12:01. Okay. Okay. Take some take some drugs and feel better. Okay. Okay. And they haven't stopped around here either, so they haven't stopped. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, I got M80s. Well, I got you know, machine gun. Like, okay, all right, you win. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep, I'm gonna have to take both the car and the van to the car wash. Mm-hmm. Even though the van won't come clean, but that's okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-mm. See my head keep going back. I'm like, you got 10 more minutes. There's 2 songs and I'm out. Yeah, 2 more songs. And that's gonna be one. Okay. Okie dokie, smoky. Okay. Right, yeah. 9:58 and 30 seconds. Mhm. Okay. All right, smooches. Mhm. And they are still popping the firecrackers. I guess they ran out of the big stuff, so now they're just using regular old little bitty firecrackers like we did back in the day, you know. Yeah, now. And then once they get bored with that, of course, they're going to pull out something else, I'm sure. This is going to go on for another 8 minutes. Anyway, it's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Alan Greer. Good night to Trish. Thank you so much for staying up with me. I know it's been a rough day where you are. She works at a hospital out in Hammond, and it's like she has seen everything today. Everything. Fingers blown off, everything. Whew. Anywho, my last two songs of the night. This one from Shirley Brown. I don't even have to tell you what song is coming up next, right? It's your peanut butter brother, Dr. Al Greer. This is Bedtime Stories. I know that's right. Woman to woman. What have you done? Mm-mm. All done. Barbara Mason, Shirley Brown, Woman to Woman, From His Woman to You. That's it for me. I am done listening to these damn firecrackers tonight. Till next time, blue skies, green lights, and peace. Good night. To everybody, you too, Tweet. Good night. Alrighty then. Nighty then. I'm out. Peace out. I'm getting away from the window.